You had the FBI and the Justice Department and who knows who else knowingly working and using the information of someone likely to be a Russian spy to try to remove the president. So when the president says what was done was treasonous, he's right. The Justice Department, the Attorney General, sent Senate a letter describing the following: that the source used by Christopher Steele, which is called the subsource. Now remember, Christopher Steele was a joint agent. I call it was a joint operation. He was paid by the FBI, he was paid by Hillary Clinton, the campaign, and he was paid by the Democratic National Committee, all to get dirt on President Trump. And of course, he came up with this dossier, and of course, there are various permutations of it. And one of the key source for his dossier was someone who we already know the FBI knew in December was a potential Russia asset. But now it gets worse than that. And Attorney General Barr told the Senate just last night that not only was this guy a suspected spy, they thought it was so bad early on, I think it was in 2005, 2006, they found out that he had met when he was in the United States, because he was working for some liberal think tank, supposedly, a Russian intelligence officer. So they thought that they needed to, and that he was trying to induce others to provide classified information and secret information and basically spy for the Russians. So what they wanted to do I think it was in 2010, according to Barr, was they sought a FISA warrant against him. A properly predicated FISA warrant. That's what FISA's for. They got some Russian national here in the United States, or I think he's a Russian national, but someone who they think is working for the Russians here in the United States. So that's what the FISA warrants are for. And they've got credible information that he's talking to Russia intelligence and trying to induce Americans to spy for the Russians, and may have been actually in contact with the Russians on getting documents to them. I mean, that's pretty clear-cut stuff. And I guess the FISA was never pursued because he left the country. So FISA only, once he leaves the country, they can spy on him through other means. They don't need court approval. And they knew all of this in December. So they were knowingly using, and not telling the court about, and this is in December of 2016, they didn't tell the court that they were knowingly using, and I mean the Obama administration and the Trump people who signed on to it, knowingly using someone suspected to be an active Russian spy to try to get the president of the United States, the incoming president, and then the president of the United States, criminally indicted and removed from office. This is extraordinary. I mean, we knew in theory, based on the information that had been public, that this had been going on, that the information in the Steele dossier looked like a Russian disinformation campaign. And frankly, some of it, I'm still convinced, came from U.S. intelligence operatives that the deep state pretended were Russian operatives. So, let's be clear, there's a lot more here to be unraveled. But they know specifically that the named source in the Steele document, or the source that they knew was referenced in the Steele document, was a Russian spy. They knew so much, though, that he was a Russian spy that they had tried to spy on him themselves, and they didn't tell the court. So you had the FBI and the Justice Department and who knows who else knowingly working and using the information of someone likely to be a Russian spy to try to remove the president. So when the president says what was done was treasonous, he's right. And I want to know what Obama knew and when he knew it about this, and you can bet he knew about it. I think he should be impeached and subject to prosecution. Now, I know I'm just saying prosecution, but criminally investigated. Why is he being protected? Was Biden briefed on this? The nature of the subsource for Steele, the Russian spy that they were using to try to drag down the incoming president? We've got this really upsetting disclosure of in-your-face sedition targeting Trump. And this FBI has been sitting on this for years. Of course, the IG has been sitting on it for years because since they knew the broad outlines of it as well, Justice Department's been sitting on it for years. So I'm glad Attorney General Barr disclosed it. I want to know, why was it covered up? Why was it covered up? And where's Durham? I think he's going to be issuing a report. I don't think they're going to be much in the way of prosecutions. Maybe some of these folks involved in this really apparent criminality, maybe they get prosecuted. Who knows? Maybe the release of this information maybe Durham didn't even have access to it. Maybe the FBI was hiding it from him. Maybe there's an obstruction of justice charge. Maybe he ends up prosecuting a whole lot of people. I don't know. I'm not confident it's going to happen, but who knows? Maybe something better will happen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.